Meet Margaret. She had an exam to write for work in Vegas, which naturally she turned into a full-blown sister getaway. And this is Michelle. She came for emotional support, snacks, and the vague promise of a chill hike. Together, they were unstoppable. Well, mostly Margaret, because if we're being honest. Margaret booked the flights. Margaret found the hotel. Margaret planned every hike, picked every restaurant, and reserved the rental car. Margaret also drove everywhere. Michelle looked cute in the passenger seat. But hey, she did pack the snacks. Welcome to the Utah sister trip, where one sister planned it all and the other one packed lip gloss and vibes. Day 1.
I made it to Vegas. This whole city reminds me of a cartoon.
Michelle landed in Vegas, ready for sister time. Margaret? She had an exam because apparently this was a business trip. The hotel view, insane. Bellagio fountains. Music synced to the TV. We considered never leaving. But eventually, we rallied. The city called, cocktails were had. Night 1, complete chaos, sparkles, and no memory of what day it was. Woke up in Vegas, absolutely living. The view, 10 out of 10. No notes. The time, 5 a.m. Because apparently we're morning people now. First stop, Bellagio Gardens, because nothing says peaceful reset like pretending we're in a Pinterest board.
We're in the Bellagio Gardens.
Then straight to Earth Cafe for a latte and a breakfast we 100% romanticized. And yes, we took 42 pictures of it. You're welcome. And then the sisters set off on their road trip to Bryce Canyon. In true sisterly fashion, a 4-hour drive magically became 8.
Right now we're going to St. George. So we're gonna go get some soda. The drive up is so cool. You can probably see in the background right now. There's like a bunch of cool rocks and mountains. On the 3rd day, God created that man can fight the dinosaurs.
They tried swig for the first time because what's a road trip without a sugar rush and a confusing menu?
We're getting Spring Fling. It has Dr. Pepper, vanilla, strawberry puree, and coconut cream.
Spring Fling. And then also can I get the pretzel bites?
You literally
God,
tried
really
it without
good.
me.
Yeah,
I was
it was
waiting for you.
Ooh,
Tastes very tropical.
I love it.
Do you like the
Artificial
pretzel
coconut
bites?
flavor.
It's like a strawberry cream.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
Oh, it just tastes like bread.
After Margaret betrayed Michelle by taking the first sip of swig without her, Michelle popped 2 stress gummies to calm down, and with that, the sisters drove on. Trust. Shaken. Swig. Still delicious.
We were 10 minutes away.
Yeah, that was the longest 4 hours in my life.
Eventually, they made it. To a dreamy little dome hotel they'd call home for the next 2 days. After a long day of driving, laughing, and Michelle asking how much longer every 20 minutes. The girls ended the evening at the resort's restaurant, where, let's just say, they were treated like royalty. And by royalty, we mean the waiter brought extra dessert without them even asking. Classy.
Do you guys see what I have to deal with?
I changed my...
How's your food tasting?
Really good.
I'm just a guy here. My best friend's the head chef here.
I'm really excited to try this burger.
Is that the Stargazer? Dang it, I wish I
Yes.
knew you ordered that. I was told I make the best one.
a taste test of this burger.
I didn't even taste my drink yet. I don't think you understand.
Okay, Wagyu burger, medium to well done. You know what? That's really good.
Hot waiter overfed us, then trapped us in small talk. Suddenly, midnight. Love that for us. Shh. Day 3. The girls hit the road bright and early. And by bright and early, we mean 8 a.m., which honestly felt like a win. They were Zion-bound. But of course, in classic form, there were a few stops. Coffee, views, a rock that looked important. Who's to say? So naturally, a mid-morning departure turned into a 1 p.m. Zion arrival. But hey, it's about the journey, right?
We're at Wanderlust Coffee in the middle of nowhere. We got some, what are they, kolaches or ganaches?
Kolaches.
And this one has egg, bacon, and cheese. And we got another one with cherries. Good morning! Today we're going to Zion National Park. We are already halfway on the road and I'm so excited. We did get coffee and we're ready to get there.
And in true Michelle nature, she was a pain in the ass the entire ride.
Made it to Zion. My sister actually just rented these e-bikes for us, so we're going to be using them to explore Zion. And I'm kind of nervous. I've never ridden an e-bike before, but I think it'll be a fun little experience.
Because apparently, giving us speed and freedom was a good idea. It was not. Pray for the pedestrians. And they were off. Wait. Truly unstoppable.
So when a bus passes, you have to go to the very side and you have to come to a complete stop, otherwise the bus won't pass you.
Wow, a safety queen and a storyteller. She gives chaos, but with rules.
Thanks for that update. That's all I gotta say.
Emerald pools, where the trail was quiet, the light hit just right, and the sisters wandered like they were in a nature documentary. The only hike they did, because Zion was overrun by wild turkeys. Only thing scarier, them on a 20km/h e-bike.
What is this world?
We tried to make meals at the park, which in hindsight was adorable. But obviously, it was a terrible idea. The hangar hit hard. No one filmed a thing. Cut to us eating freeze-dried meals in bed like sad little astronauts and immediately passing out. Day 4, 3 states, 1 mission, Utah, Arizona, Nevada. It all started at 6 a.m. in Bryce Canyon, chasing sunrise and chaos.
It's so crisp, but
It's freezing, not crisp.
it feels like -7 this morning. So we're walking down this little trail. It's called Navajo Loop Trail, I think. Little things that are poking out of the floor are called hoodoos, and they're actually created by pressure, wind, and rain. There must be different pressure in Ontario because we don't get hoodoos.
After very thoughtful thought, Michelle concluded,
I think aliens created it.
Bryce Canyon, checked off the list. Next up, the mystical curves of Antelope Canyon. Just a breezy 3-hour drive.
We're going to Antelope Canyon. After that, we're gonna drive to the Grand Canyon. And then once we're done there, we're gonna sleep tonight at St. George. And then tomorrow morning, we go back to Vegas. Tomorrow morning, we go back to Vegas. Same day still. So we're in Horseshoe Bend.
With a little time to spare before Antelope Canyon, the girls made a quick detour to Horseshoe Bend. Because when a natural wonder is that close, you don't just not go. No videos allowed in Antelope Canyon. So here's a few photos to prove we were in fact in there.
The Grand Canyon and the desert view.
We did it.
The girls wrapped up at the Grand Canyon around 7 p.m, sunburned, windswept, and feeling accomplished. And then made a totally rational, not at all impulsive decision. To drive 5 hours straight to Vegas. Not halfway to St. George. Not somewhere logical. Vegas, baby. Exhausted, barely functioning, and mildly disoriented by a random 1-hour time change. They had dinner at Del Taco like the classy road warriors they are, and hit the gas toward the neon glow of the desert.
Bye, we're gonna go to sleep because we're tired.
The next morning, the girls pulled themselves together and checked into the only place that makes sense in Vegas, Encore at the Wynn. One night in Vegas, big plans, Dom Dollar, the Chainsmokers, Tiesto, the full rally. But fate had other ideas. Enter 2 strangers, let's call them Jane and Jane, who turned the night into core memory material. There was dinner, unexpected gifts, red bottoms, yes really, and hotel room chaos. Music blasted, beds were jumped on, inner children were healed, an epic night, understatement. After one unforgettable night in Vegas, the girls traded glitter for cowboy boots and flew to Texas. No big plans, no big reveals, just a few random moments stitched together by sisterhood and sleep deprivation. Not every clip has a story, but together they tell one. A trip that started as an exam excuse and became a core memory. Until the next adventure, the end for now.